Welcome to College Countdown, presented by Discover. Ahmed Fareed with my two good friends, Jordan Cornette and Matt McCall. Big day in the Big 12. Conference season starting for a lot of these teams. It was yesterday on this set. You guys had 4 Big 10 games, and it was in this very chair that Jordan Cornette said yesterday the Big 10 is the strongest conference in college basketball.
He's always waiting.
Now that we have a Big 12 audience, explain yourself, sir.
I would say that they're both neck and neck.
Okay, all right.
I would say that the Big 12 definitely has some teams, much like the Big 10 does, that can say, we have title contenders, and it's not just 1 or 2 teams, it's 3, 4, maybe 5 teams.
Yeah.
So to be honest, I think I hope I'm honest every time I'm in this show, but I would say they're very similar, and what makes them so appealing to me, both the Big 10 and the Big 12, is it's not like the Big East where you say, okay, I love UConn, I maybe like St. John's, but there's 4 or 5 teams that can go out there and maybe take this thing come March.
Yeah,
so it's a great conference.
I didn't make them sweat like I was hoping, but that was,
I was ready.
Yeah.
I was ready for you.
Listen, 4 teams in the top 10.
Yeah.
When you look at this league, 4 teams in the top 10, 6 teams in the top 25, 2 undefeated teams, 4 teams with 1 loss. I mean, this league, Bill Self has said it, is as good a place as it's been in a very, very long time. Nobody would be shocked if a team from the Big 12 ultimately ends up winning a national championship.
Okay, so let's separate this. We like to do tiers on this program.
He's the tier guy.
He is the tier guy. But Jordan, we'll give you a crack at the tiers too. So who has separated themselves at this point?
I mean, I would have to say Arizona and Iowa State are the 2 teams right now. And it's pretty easy when you look at, well, what are they, 1 and 3 in college? I honestly do not pay attention to the top 25 rankings. But they're 1 and 3. Those teams have been great. Styles make fights. They do it in different ways, different identities with both of them. But then you look at a team like BYU, and we're going to have a chance to get a look at Kansas here. Houston is a team that I just close my eyes and say they're going to be playing deep into March because of what Sampson does, and this group's very talented. I just named 5 teams that have a real shot. As you fill out your bracket, you're going to find yourself saying, wow, I got a lot of Big 12 in there. So at the tiers, if I'm going to answer the tier question, it's Arizona and Iowa State in that top tier.
Just 2.
And just 2 right now there. And then I look at BYU, or no, I'll put Houston, I'm sorry, Houston in there. Then I'd put BYU in that 2nd tier because I do still have some questions with BYU.
I also think there's teams in the Big 12 that have gotten better from one year to the next. You look at what Coach Boyle in Colorado has done. They've gotten better. They've improved. Johnny Dawkins and this UCF team, they finished near the bottom of the league last year. They are better. They've improved. 11-1 off to one of the best starts in school history. So you look at Oklahoma State, another team that has gotten better. They have improved. And we know Baylor's already going to be there. We've talked a lot about Baylor, kind of what has transpired off the floor and new acquisitions
getting some
and
more
everything.
talent, yes.
So they're going to be right there. You can never count out Coach Drew. Top to bottom, this league so competitive. That's why this time of year is the best. Because you know what? If you didn't schedule hard in the non-league, it's getting ready to get exposed because it is conference play from here on out.
Well, it's like last night we watched a great game with Nebraska and Michigan State in that Big 10 where I made that statement about the Big 10. And the question was coming in, Nebraska's got a lot of hoopla, a lot of fanfare around them, deservedly so, to get to that point. But then they went out and won that game. You're looking at UCF, and the job Coach Dawkins has done has been very impressive for the simple fact that he's brought back nobody from last year. And they're in a place where, wow, UCF's overachieving. Well, what an opportunity here on your home floor against Kansas to make yet another statement to improve the league as a whole.